So today I wanted to share some insight on how a virtual assistant can help grow your law firm. Whether you're a solo firm or you have other attorneys on your team, there's always room for more help so that you can have more billable hours. What we're going to do is talk about what is a virtual assistant. What exactly can a VA do? How can a VA benefit your practice and help you make more money? Do you go with an agency or a freelance virtual assistant? How can you delegate effectively? What are the financial benefits? And then we'll go over some tools to help automate your practice. So what is a virtual assistant? A virtual assistant can be anything you need them to be. They can be personal assistants, executive assistants, project managers, digital marketing specialists, social media managers, and bookkeepers. They're a popular solution due to the change in today's workforce. The virtual space has really changed our world. There's been a huge shift in how, when, where, and why we work. About 75% of companies today have some type of flexible working policy. There are large corporations that outsource their administrative work just to save on the overhead of an employee. A VA is an affordable way to hire an experienced assistant without having the expense of an employee. You are not paying for vacations. There are no benefits that you need to pay for. There's no retirement to pay into. There's no office equipment or supplies to purchase. You're only paying for the time that they work. There's no overhead and there's nothing extra. When people come to us, VAs are capable of doing hundreds of things, but these are 24 of the top tasks that when people come to our firm, they are looking for help with. One of the big ones is email and calendar management. According to the Washington Post, an average of 28% of your work week is spent on email management alone. I don't know about you, but I spend a lot of hours every day sorting through emails. And so what a VA can do is they can come in and sort through those for you. They can mark what's important, sort through the spam, reply to customer and client inquiries, do chat support, calendar management, appointment reminders, and schedule appointments for you. Some of the general administrative tasks are travel planning, internet research, purchasing and sending client gifts, whether you want to send something out for somebody's birthday or you do some type of a card campaign, just keeping in touch with clients. We have the holidays will be here before you know it. So, client gifts is a big one. They do personal errands for them, data entry, database management, task management, event planning, expense reporting, bookkeeping, organize meetings and conference calls, and spice up those PowerPoint presentations. Digital marketing is a big area that virtual assistants aid with. They can create and schedule email campaigns and newsletters. They do social media management. They create campaigns for your different channels. They can schedule your posts. They can moderate and reply to comments on different channels. They can help with blog postings, from writing them to editing them to finding the images and posting them. We also do general website management. We have VAs that do HTML coding and can manage your subscribers. Specifically, I wanted to go through how a virtual assistant can be helpful in your law practice. So a VA can do anything that does not require a law degree. So they can do things like schedule client callbacks and appointments. They can do client intakes, request 911 calls, request and follow up on medical records, collect information from clients and witnesses. They can pull inspection reports, schedule depositions. They can send gifts and letters and notes to your clients, customers, lawyers, organize events or seminars. One of the big questions when you are looking for help is, do I go with a virtual assistant or do I hire an in-house employee? The difference between these are this. VAs are only paid for the time spent working for you. There's no in-office distractions. They know how to schedule their time so that they are maximizing it efficiently. You're only paying for the help that you need. VAs are flexible with their work schedules. They can do 2 hours one week and maybe 10 hours the next. It's very hard to find somebody who can do that. When they're coming into your office, there's no commuting issues, and you're not limited to a geographic area. So what I mean by this is, if you have somebody coming into your office, you're limited to that, 10, 20-mile radius, where if you're using a virtual assistant, the right fit for you could be 3 states away or in another time zone. Once you decide that you want to go with a virtual assistant agency, or go with a virtual assistant, I should say, the big question is, well, do I go through an agency or do I, search for a freelance virtual assistant? There's many places that you can look for freelance VAs. You can go to sites like Upwork. You can search the different virtual assistant directories that are online. You can look LinkedIn. You can place an ad on Craigslist. You can, sort through Thumbtack. But this takes time, and everything comes down to what is your time worth to you. It's going to take time to interview, to hire, and if things don't work out, you're going to have to fire them and start over again. So these are things to consider. When you go with an agency, basically the hiring process has been done for you, so that huge part is taken care of. What we do at EVA is we will give you an option of interviewing 2 to 3 assistants, and then you can make the choice yourself if you wish. We offer backup virtual assistants. So let's say that your VA is going on vacation or, needs to take some time off. We can have somebody jump in and take over for them. Let's say you get, really busy. You have certain times of the year that are busier than others, and you need some extra help. We can provide a VA to come and jump in for that. Sometimes maybe the relationship doesn't work out with your VA. The personality isn't matching up right, or, you just don't see eye to eye on things. This is where when you go the freelance route, you basically have to start over again and find somebody new. The benefit of an agency is that, we would have somebody as a backup to, be able to come in. And then we also offer ongoing support. So you're basically, you have a relationship manager assigned to you for the entire time that you're with us. So there's always going to be that buffer person if they're ever needed, or, if you ever have questions or problems or, whatever you need, there's always that extra support. A big question, and what makes all the difference in the world in working with a virtual assistant, is knowing how to delegate to them effectively. There are some key areas in effective delegating. The first one, which is truly the best situation, is if you already have a process in place. Having a process in place is just like having a roadmap. Basically what you can do is you have that in place and somebody can follow it. You can tweak it as you go, but you're always going to have these processes, to fall back on so that you have consistency in the work that people are doing. Repetitive tasks. This takes a little time in the beginning, but start writing down all the things that you do that are repetitive. Let's say you have a lot of in-person meetings with clients or witnesses. Are you going to set those up, and then what follow-up is being done afterwards? Wouldn't it be nice to have somebody set those meetings up for you? Have everything ready for you, and all you have to do is show up, do your job, and move on to the next task. So take a week and jot down, what you do each day. If your VA is going to assist not just yourself, but maybe staff members, have them do the same thing. Write down the things that they do that's repetitive that they can, assign to somebody else. What do you do that's teachable? If you can teach it, you can delegate it. It might seem easier to do it yourself because it does take time to train somebody, and it might seem like it might be, quicker and easier for you to do everything yourself. But just remember, once you do this once and you've trained somebody, basically the work's on autopilot. You don't have to think about it again, and now you don't have to do that work anymore. What are the things that you don't like doing? Some things that you hate doing. Maybe it's the back and forth of scheduling meetings. Maybe it's doing research. The unknown. The unknown is a big one. What do you not know how to do? Maybe you want to start a social media campaign, but you're really not sure where to begin. This is a great place to have a virtual assistant come in who has the experience, that knows how to do this. They can come in and set this up for you. Backing up a minute because I missed one here. The tasks that you tend to push aside. When we get really busy, what are the things that we know we need to do, but we don't follow through on? Maybe it is following up with clients. Maybe it's staying in touch with prospects. Maybe it's that blog that you've been committed to writing, but when you get busy, you just don't have the time to do it. Those are also areas that a virtual assistant can jump in and help you. The financial benefits is a big one. Again, it comes down to what is your time worth to you. We're just going to do some easy math here, but if you typically bill $200 an hour, and let's say you just have 5 hours a week that you need some extra help doing that fluff work, that admin work, the low-level work, that's $1,000 a week that you're basically losing out on because you're doing that work yourself. Now, if you pay a virtual assistant $28 an hour to do those 5 hours a week, that's $140 a week. So you basically allowed yourself to make an extra $860 a week, or close to $3,500 a month. When you take that and you look at that annually, just on 5 hours a week, delegating those 5 hours, you could make an extra $52,000 a year. If you double that and you're looking at delegating 10 hours a week, you could possibly make an extra $100,000 a year. And it also depends on what your billable hours are. So there's a really big financial benefit to having the help that you need to do the work that you're doing. Now, there are also ways that you can automate your law practice. There's a lot of things in place that are going to help you stay on top of your game. Some of the big client intake and project management software that our current clients that have law firms are using are MyCase, Lexicata, Abacus Law, LexisNexis, and Clio. Emails and newsletters. A lot of the project management and CRM software have the ability to do this. You could also do the standalones like MailChimp. They have good analytics, and the service is free up to 2,000 contacts. I personally use MailChimp, and I love it. It's user-friendly, and the free version, you basically get pretty much what you need. And then there's also Constant Contact. Phone assistants. If you need somebody to, be able to answer your phone or return calls for you, some of the automated things that they have set up now through Google Voice or Grasshopper or Flip, these are great. These are great ways that you can, have a phone number, make it look like it's coming from your location, but it's actually going to your virtual assistant, or they're returning calls on that number. Online meetings, Skype, Zoom, Join Me are just a few of the popular ones. Electronic signatures. This is huge. I love electronic signatures. I use DigiSigner myself. It makes it very easy to, basically get the contracts out, get everything signed, sometimes within a matter of minutes versus days of, printing, scanning, signing, what have you. So what can a virtual assistant do for you? Can you think of other ways that a virtual assistant is going to help you? It can help you grow your business or your law firm. A virtual assistant may or may not be the right choice for you at this point in your practice. A lot of the information I've given can be used for both in-house and virtual assistants. So I hope it gave you a little insight on the fact that doing everything in your business doesn't make you great. It just makes you work more. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can visit our website at www.elitevirtualassist.com. You can actually schedule a call with me there. My name is Laura, and you can call us directly at 440-973-7005. Thank you.